As creators, when it comes to what we are looking for to do really powerful live streams in 2026, the game has completely changed. And if you're still using super complicated setups or tools that take more than 30 minutes just to do a simple live stream, we need to talk, friend. This is a video that you need to be watching. I've been teaching live streaming and camera confidence for over a decade, and this gave me the perfect opportunity to create a comparison video that I know you don't want to miss if you are looking for the right tools for live streaming. And before we dive in, full transparency, I am a Riverside partner, and this video is sponsored by Riverside, but I'm gonna be honest, they reached out because they know I've been teaching live streaming and camera confidence for over a decade, and this gave me the perfect opportunity to create a comparison video that I know you don't want to miss if you are looking for the right tools for live streaming today. Everything I'm sharing is based on my actual criteria for what makes live streaming work in 2026, and I really want to get into it with you. So listen, if you haven't been around, I'm Zaylee Barclay, and I've been live streaming for over 10 years. It's crazy when I think about it. And I've tried just about every setup that you can think about when it comes to live streaming from every device you can think about as well. So that means from complex multi-camera systems to browser-based tools, I've used them all. So I can tell you the truth. And here is what I have learned as well. The best live streaming software changes depending on where you are in your journey and all of the things that you actually need and don't need. And some live streaming tools require you to download heavy software. Others only work on certain operating systems. Some give you incredible control but have a steep learning curve. Hello, OBS. Yeeks. And honestly, for years, I was loyal to setups that worked for me. I'm guilty. Yes. But it didn't work for a lot of the people that I teach and work with. And you guys have been asking for a more flexible system for a while now. And today we're going to get into it. So here's what has changed about live streaming in 2026 that's completely different from when I started. It's just not about going live anymore. We are tired, okay? So this is really about efficiency, and it's about being able to show up consistently wherever you desire to. It's about making live content that can actually work for you after the stream ends. And we're going to dig deep into that in this video. The more you're able to craft a live stream workflow that feels good to you, the more you'll actually want to go live. And that consistency, that's actually what builds your audience and can grow your brand or business. Okay, so here's the thing. When I started exploring what I could confidently recommend for live streaming, I wasn't only looking for the most feature-packed tool, I was actually looking for what would help you really show up. And I narrowed it down to 5 non-negotiables. Okay, so the first thing is simplicity, friend. You need to be able to go live without needing a whole tech degree or being a full-time streamer. Okay, you're busy and you need this to work easily. Reliability was the next one because I hate a wonky tool. Okay, so I don't want pixelated videos. I don't want that quality to waver. I want really crisp, clear quality when it matters. So I don't play those games. The other thing is repurposability. Yes, I made that word up. But you need your live stream content to really work for you, like I said before, after the live stream ends, so that you get more people finding you and even your upcoming streams. So we're going to touch on that because that is really important. We don't want to do all that live work for nothing, and that happens to a lot of people. Next, we have accessibility. It needs to work with your actual setup, like any setup, whether you're on Mac, PC, or streaming from even your phone. We're going to talk about that. And the last is affordability, because we know that we don't want to be spending a lot of money on all the tools, especially in this time. We need to be frugal and we need to be intentional, and it needs to make sense. I don't want you to go over your business budget, and that's what we're going to talk about in this video. So let's get into the tea. I want to be transparent with you. I didn't just pick one live streaming tool out of thin air. I did a full comparison on top of live streaming software options based on those 5 criteria that I just shared. So let me show you what I found behind the scenes, and by the end of the video, you tell me what you think about what I found. Let's discuss it in the comments. So first up is Ecamm Live. This is an incredibly powerful live streaming software. And so I want to change this over to monthly instead of annual. And you can see that their plans start at $20 per month for their standard plan and $40 per month for the pro plan. Obviously, these 2 plans have different things. The quality of Ecamm Live is phenomenal. Okay, the features are so robust. You have unlimited multi-streaming, you have custom overlays, you have automatic high quality recording. I love Ecamm Live. But there's a catch. It's Mac only, friend. So that's the only thing. So if you are on PC, this is not an option for you. And a lot of people ask me about this all the time. The other thing is that it does require a download to your actual system. And some people just aren't interested in all of that. So there is definitely a learning curve when you have to download something to your system and make sure your system is operating properly. Okay, so what I'm saying about Ecamm is that reliability check. Excellent quality, okay? Simplicity, it's a little more of a complex setup. Accessibility, it's Mac only, and that's a big limitation for some people. Now, repurposability, which is my word, there are strong recording features and you are able to repurpose your content. Affordability, however, it is really competitive at $20 to $40 per month. I get it. Okay, next we have Restream, and I want to be sure to turn that over to monthly pricing just so that we can see clearly for monthly. Now, Restream does have a free plan, but it's very limited. You can only multi-stream to 2 channels, and of course you have that watermark in the studio. And so if that's not something that you're interested in, you would need to bump up to that standard plan. On the standard plan, you can multi-stream to 3 channels. You get that watermark removed, which is amazing, and you have unlimited cloud recordings. But also, we have so much going on. There are so many platforms. Of course, if you have to multi-stream 2 more, you would have to go up to that professional plan, which is $49 a month. That is 5 channels for recording. They are doing dual output pretty soon, which is exciting. And you have unlimited local recordings as well. But here's the thing, okay? If you are a creator like me, you want to repurpose. And if you have to repurpose and you have to add AI clips, it is $19 per month for 50 AI clips. If you need more than that, it is going to go up. And so we see that price starting to go up pretty quickly. And if you're streaming a lot, you're going to have a lot of clips that you're going to want to produce. And so you'll notice AI clips, that is an extra cost. And so depending on what you need, this can add up. Okay, now let's jump into our criteria check. Accessibility. Yep, check, works anywhere. It is browser based, so you can use it on Mac or Windows. Simplicity, yep, it is straightforward. There's a straightforward interface as well. Repurposability, yes, my word. AI tools do cost extra. Reliability, solid streaming. Affordability, that cost is gonna add up, friend. Tell me what you think down below because I wanna hear from you. I really wanna know. Now, next we have Riverside, and we can see that plans start here monthly for $29 for Pro. Pro is mostly for recording. So you're able to record studio quality video and sound. You're able to get into that recording studio, record podcasts, so many other things, your YouTube videos, your screen shares. You have 15 hours of multi-track recordings. You also do have no watermarks. And you can edit. So none of the tools that we spoke about before, you can actually edit in. And so being able to do text-based editing, AI tools for repurposing, and multi-platform publishing, for me at that $29 for Pro is absolutely amazing. Now, if we go on to $39 a month, so only $10 more, you get everything in Pro, and we can see how much we have in Pro. We're going to dig deeper into this as we go along inside of this video because I want to get really detailed with you guys. you are, in addition to all of this, able to live stream in full HD. You're able to multi-stream to unlimited destinations. So that's YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, X, Twitch, all at once. And you can also do custom RTMP to stream to custom platforms. So to me, this is where all of the magic begins to unfold. Here's what really stands out to me when it comes to Riverside. You're getting professional quality local recording. You're getting those built-in AI tools, and you're getting repurposing tools as well, along with that multi-purpose live streaming. And it works on any device through the browser in their app. Okay, so you don't have to download anything. It is available to you right here. You can use this on Mac, PC, whatever it is that you have. And the AI tools that Restream charges $19 to $59 extra for, or even more, as we saw together, they are included here. But there's even more, and we will talk about it as we move through the video. When I look at this through my 5 criteria lens: simplicity, reliability, repurposability, accessibility, and affordability, this is checking every single box, and you haven't seen anything yet. Let's actually dig into this together. So let's start with simplicity. With Riverside, you can start live streaming in minutes. There's no downloads required if you don't want them. You literally just get started right in your browser. The cool thing is that you can send a link to your guests. You just copy that link and they click, and then you are ready to go live on multiple platforms all at once. Like I said before, no complicated scene switching, no complicated tech configurations, none of that. You can live stream directly to Facebook and LinkedIn, and all you have to do is connect all of those destinations to your Riverside studio so that you can easily get to streaming to them. And yes, this is happening all from one dashboard. Now let's talk about reliability, because this is where live streaming software can make or break you. The cool thing about Riverside is that you can head into the settings here. When you head into the settings, click on all settings. When you do that, you'll be able to go into general settings. You can, get into design here, but I want to speak about recording right now. So Riverside records your live stream locally, which means if your internet drops or hiccups or anything, because tech happens, your recording quality stays crystal clear. That means no pixelation, no audio drops, no panic moments, and that is what I love. That means everything will show up inside of your Riverside backend, and when you're live, you need to be able to trust your recording setup. So now we're on the back end of my Riverside dashboard, and this is where Riverside really separates itself for me, friend. On the dashboard, you can see all of the content that you've either recorded or went live on. And so after your live stream ends, you're not starting from scratch to repurpose that content. It is so genius what they've done. Riverside has built in AI tools that can clip your live stream into short form content. It can generate transcripts and even create social captions, even TikToks. I was able to write a newsletter. I was able to get titles and thumbnails. There's so much that you can get from here. Now, here is what I am going to show you. In this section here, it's called Made for You. You can also use co-creator, but Made for You gives you everything, friend. Like, look at this. Can you believe this? This is from the live stream. They've clipped the best parts of the live stream. That is 10 pieces of content in itself, right? I can also get show notes like I'm showing here. A little summary. I can see titles that they are suggesting. Like, this is powerful to me. Nothing that we looked at before was able to handle the repurposing aspect of things. If you know me, you know that I love repurposing my live streams and being able to have magic segments. These are shorter quote unquote YouTube videos that you can create out of your longer live stream, along with, like I said before, all of your shorts. Look at this. It even gives you hooks. Oh my gosh, can you believe that? So I have posts here, I have a blog post here, I have Instagram captions here, all from this live stream. They even gave me a few snapshots that I can use for promo if I want to share about this live stream again. Now, this was a fun live stream that I did with my husband on Riverside, but imagine that. This is so good. It is so genius. And we're not even done yet. You can even edit inside of Riverside. And so I can edit my live stream. And if you look here, I'm able to go through the live stream and edit it myself. Another thing that I love is that I can download my transcripts. That is always so helpful for me because I love saving my transcripts because I feel like I get the best information to repurposing content when I am live. So I love having transcripts that I can go back to. And so when we speak about editing, you're able to change text, you're able to add videos in there for B-roll, you are able to add images, you're able to record as well. So if you've recorded something live and you want to create a whole different introduction, you are able to record as well. I think that in itself is such a game changer. You can change the captions if you do want to add captions, you can add music, you can change the layout. Friends, we've already seen how much you are able to do together inside of this editor. And that for me is so worth it. The last thing that I do want to share is that you are also able to invite your editor. Okay, so you can give your editor access to your Riverside account and that person can come in and edit for you and take care of all of that for you as well. So if that is a concern of yours, if you don't have time to do your own editing, you can do it in here. Now remember, we spoke about this before, friends. I mentioned you're not paying extra for these things like you would be with another platform. These are all included, okay? You're not paying for separate tools to do this. That is the efficiency that we're looking for when it comes to live streaming in 2026. The last thing for me is just thinking about that accessibility that we do have on Riverside. Like I mentioned earlier, whether you're on Mac or PC, if you prefer browser-based live streaming tools, Riverside works seamlessly. You can access your live stream studio from anywhere, literally. And I also want to mention that they have an app as well, a mobile app. Yes, maybe I'll do another video about that another day, but it just means for me, they have different points that you can access things from. And I think that that is definitely a game changer. There's so much that you can do with Riverside, and being able to access your recordings and to record on the go as well. Definite game changer for me. Can you believe it? Look at all of this. Look at all of this. I'm just always so excited when tools take the time to create an experience that creators just cannot ignore. All right, friends. So let's do a bit of a recap. $20 to $40 per month. That is Ecamm, but the Mac only limitation is the deal breaker for a lot of people. Okay. Restream, $19 to $49. That base, but AI clips cost $19 to $59 per month, and they increase if you need more. Now we have Riverside that is $29 to $39 a month with AI tools included, and the amount of AI tools that are included for that amount, to me, what do you think? What are you getting from what I'm saying? I don't know. You tell me. So you can see why when I was looking for what I could confidently recommend for live streaming in 2026, Riverside just kept rising back up to the top. Not because of all of the features, but because of how it actually solves the real problems creators are facing when it comes to showing up consistently and also being able to repurpose that content after. Yes, and finally, let's talk about accessibility with Riverside, whether you're on a Mac, a PC, or your preferred browser-based live streaming tool. Riverside works seamlessly. You can access your live streaming studio from practically anywhere, which means you're not locked into one device or one location. That's kind of genius if you ask me. I even realized that they have a mobile app too, and I've actually also downloaded it to my phone. Look, friend, I've been in this live streaming world long enough to know that the tool does not matter if you don't actually use it. I can't tell you how many people have tools that they're using, that they've paid for, and they're not actually using it. The best live streaming software is genuinely the one that removes all of your excuses and makes showing up feel just effortless, easy, and impactful. That's key. And to me, that's exactly what Riverside does. It gets out of your way so that you can focus on what really matters, which is connecting with your audience and building your business through consistent live video content, which we adore. But being able to give that content life after is really what blew my socks off and made me want to share this message. So if you've watched enough and you're ready to simplify your live streaming workflow and start showing up more consistently in 2026, I have a special offer for you. I want you to use my code Xayli, that's Xayli, and I've also placed that link in the description down below. I'll pin it in the comments too. And if you want more support around actually showing up with confidence on camera, along with the tech and mindset side of it all, make sure you're subscribed because that's exactly what we speak about on this channel. All right, I want you to drop a comment and let me know what's been your biggest challenge with live streaming. I cannot wait to hear from you, friend. Let's talk about it below. See you soon.